Hey guys, this is going to be a little bit different video. I managed to get myself included into an email list from a prominent faker out of Poland. I'm going to show you some stuff they're offering for sale and the crap that's coming from Poland. It's amazing. Okay, first thing we want to talk about are these bayonets. It looks like the handle is a cast pot metal. The blade might be steel, but just look at the handles. They have went way over the top. You see some SS insignia, some SA, WW2, just some World War I wound badge. Just whatever they could find. It looks like they've stuck on these bayonets, but they are absolute crap. Whoever is making these has some skill with casting. Probably could make a lot of money in the legitimate world, but yeah, these are some of the crap bayonets coming out of Poland right now. Next, we're going to look at some helmets they are offering for sale. These first two, I mean, what can you say? It's supposed to be an SS helmet with goggles. The decals are ridiculous. The metal part of the helmet has been sandblasted and then rusted or something. I don't know what they're doing. But the leather police helmet or motorcycle helmet, the leather looks brand new. If you look at the flaps over the ears, you can see what looks like new stitching to me. But yeah, these are just total crap, and stay away. And here's an Africa Corps helmet laying in the dirt, which is maybe where they age their stuff to make it look old. We may be looking at their actual lab. In the background, the dirt. They just rub enough dirt on these things to make them look a little bit old. And the novice collector will think they're old, but yeah, this is just crap. The decal is fake. The wire patterns on the helmet just look odd. So here's another example of fakery coming from Poland. Now, take a look at these reproduction stamps. You've got the SS, you've got a Star of David, some kind of a Jewish stamp. Every stamp in the German Empire has been reproduced in Poland, it looks like. But yeah, these are scary because they're pretty accurate, and you know, if stamped on to paper, would probably look pretty good. But it's a shame to see all of these being reproduced. So it goes to show you can't trust a stamp mark because the stamps are being reproduced. Here are some more examples of edged weapons they are recreating. You've got some hunting daggers, some SA and SS daggers, Luftwaffe, Kriegsmarine, RLB, more bayonets. The paint color and grip color on the SA is laughable. The SS dagger has some pretty pitiful lacquer as well. Yeah, and I guess they just throw these around in the dirt and age them with chemicals to make them look old, but the collectors that I know wouldn't buy a dagger that was beat out of hell and looking nasty. Most people want the clean stuff, so I guess there's a market for this beat up, ugly crap. But it surprises me. Here are some hunting cutlasses or knives that they are reproducing and selling. The clamshell looks brass or copper, but I would wager it's probably pot metal that's been painted. The blades are acid etched, and the quality is just horrible. I mean, look at the etch on the blade. There's no way that would pass muster with any German. They're just crap. Looking at these lighters, anybody should be able to tell that they are laser engraved. The engraving is just too sharp and perfect. There's always a human flaw in engraving, and there's none of that here. The lighters, they may even be brand new lighters. I don't know. They're definitely not period, and they have no markings on the bottom. So, yeah, these are 100% crap. These guys are making historical reproductions, but they're also making a lot of fantasy crap too. Some of the belt buckles they're making are total fantasy. Some of the badges are total fantasy as well. Just tables full of reproduced insignia, swords, SS swords, fake helmets, stamps. Also, enamel signs are coming out of Poland that have been aged to look old. You'll see some enamel signs around the shows, and 99% of them are fake. Very few would have survived because the porcelain signs back in those days, the porcelain was really fragile. There's also railway eagles they're producing, HJ knives, badges, NSKK, paratroopers with a wire net, just a lot of different things that will probably be pretty convincing to the novice collector. Just about anything they can find, they're slapping an SS rune on it or a swastika on it. They're taking, silverware and putting the SS bolts into the handle of the knife. They're putting AH in for Hitler. They're taking, champagne glasses and gluing Luftwaffe birds on them, taking urns and putting swastikas on the side, cutlery sets, you name it. Also, watches. They're taking wristwatches and putting the SS death head and the swastikas and things on the face of the dial. They look pretty pathetic, but they could probably fool the novice collector. You can also get some of these reproduction match case covers. Basically, they've took posters from the era and shrunk them down to fit on a match case. And then there's also some brass and looks like nickel silver match cases. Probably have been acid etched with the logos on the outside. But yeah, these are just absolutely ridiculous, and anyone who would believe those are real. I got some waterfront property in Brooklyn I'm going to sell you. I think the lesson to be learned from this is everything is faked. Everything. Everything has the possibility to be reproduced. So always be super cautious. Try to find a guy that you can send pictures to of items you're going to buy. Get his opinion. Have somebody that you can rely on to give you an accurate, honest valuation of what you're about to buy before you buy it. But everybody's going to get burned sooner or later, and that's basically the best way to learn, because once you get burned on something, I guarantee you won't get burned again on that thing. You'll do your research and you'll learn. But yeah, I've got a lot more emails to go through on the Polish fake email list. Lots more items to show. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments, and I'll make another one with some more items. So yeah, be careful. Muchacho out.